Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys had a great week. And I had a great trading day. Monday is good. That's when we actually make the dough. By the way, guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Keeps me motivated to make more videos for you. So let's look at what's going on in the markets. If you look on the general market, I mean Dow, Qs, the spiders, it's a slow drift up, right? If you look on the longer time frame of the sectors, on the spiders, looking at the daily chart, you can see that it's a nice drift up. Really, no fear in the market, right? I mean, the only fear was way back in over here, in the end of December, but after that, really no distribution day, right? Um, so far so good. Markets are going to be easier to trade. So it's really the idea of how we're actually going to approach the markets. Few names I traded today. Looks like a long list. This is probably the longest list of trades I did since I started making this vlog. So let's look at what's going on, right? First trade, LJPC. Now this stock looks like it did something. I'm not sure if it cured cancer or something, but it went 84.85% up, right? That's pretty gigantic. Now the way I traded was my bias on this was actually to go long, right? So I have to find an idea. Comes down to execution. Where am I going to actually start going long? So a mistake which I did really was if the stock is 85% up, I shouldn't really be looking at the 1-minute chart. It's going to be a bit tricky. So that's what I was actually started looking at, right? So I saw this drift up, and just when it started flagging over here, you see the spike over here. That was me buying into it, right? So I tried to buy it over here. It quickly fell apart, right? So I got entries at 30.20, quickly fell about 29.60. So I was quickly down about $120. Once I saw this quick drift down, I thought, you know what, this stock might roll over. I mean, if it's not trying to push through up, it might actually roll over. So that's why you see me taking a short of 130 shares at 29.33, covering back at 29.60. Now here's one good thing, right? As long as if you're looking at the right stock, it is going to give you a lot of opportunities. So once I start to zoom in on the 5-minute chart, which is actually an easier time frame to look at. So on the 5-minute chart, this was really a pretty easy trade, right? Once it broke on the highs, and it never really looked back. I mean, look at this. It went from 30 bucks, and looks like in the market closes up about $6. So I took short at 29.95, took my partial at 30.93, 31.38, 30.87. I tried to go long again at the $32 level, which was a spike over here, and I scaled out. Now overall on LJPC, it didn't really make much. The reason being is my last trade on it, which is trying to play the break of 36, right? So once it started flagging out over here, my idea was, you know what, if it starts breaking to 36, this might actually have a bigger run, right? I was expecting this over here, which never really happened. So it actually went up to 36 and started flushing back, and that's when I actually took out my trade. The other name which I was trading was OLED, OLED. Was a strong name on Friday, came up on my scanners today as well. So I was trying to find an opportunity to actually see if I could get a low risk entry on this name, OLED. Right, daily, if you look on the daily chart, daily is really good, right? There is really no doubt about it. I mean, look at this, right? Short gap, and it's still running even right now. So I was trying to see if I could actually get an entry, right? You would actually be surprised the stock is still going up, and I actually lost money on it. I went long at 84.50, took out at 84, so it lost about 100 odd bucks on there on OLED. Here's the reason why. It's not the easiest thing to trade. So once I saw this stock starting to flag out over here, right? My thought process was, if this stock was gonna start going, I mean, it tapped this level multiple times, this $84 level. Once it started going through this 84, it closed over at 84 as well. Just had a mini pop, and then it just flushed down. That's where I got out, right? I mean, overall, I mean, looking at the trade, it is more of a pullback stock rather than a breakout stock. right? So I guess it is what it is. So I lost money on there. Then I traded one small cap name, HTGM. So HTGM, right? It has this big up move and looks like it was going to roll over. It didn't. It actually had this move, right? Now this stock actually started pulling back on low volume. I mean, the best case entry on this stock was really to play on this pullback, right? I mean, this is not really, you don't need to be a genius to look at. If you enter somewhere around $260 level, put a stop under here, 20 cents risk. This went from 240 to 340 over the dollar on a $3 name, just about 30%, right? So I actually got involved in the name over here. I got involved with the name over here when it started to break the highs. And when it started to hold over here, that's when I started to add as well. So 2 trades on this. That's where you'll see my trades on here. 1,000 shares 324, scale 329, 340s, bought back in 332. Nothing much going on there. So overall, decent day. I would say I did too much, right? I mean, if you look at the trades, way too much of trading on here on $4,000 account. For 43 bucks, that's way too much, right? So I'll just want to talk a bit about mental capital. A lot of people talk about financial capital, how much you need to actually trade, to be profitable, to survive in the markets, and yada yada yada. One key thing people don't really talk about is mental capital, right? As human beings, we only have so much brain capacity in a day. We don't have unlimited. When I say limited, it means there's only so many right decisions you will be making. If you are going to make a lot of decisions, means chances are you'll be wrong a lot more, right? So if you're able to focus your attention to limited number of names, limited number of opportunities, chances are you might actually be right on more times, right? Just for example, LJPC, I narrowed it down to 1 minute chart, which had a lot of zigzag here and there, which is why I was negative on the name and then became positive. So that is a lot of mental capital was wasted in these 4 trades, right? The easiest trade by far was when it broke through the $30 level and had this big spike, right? So I actually got about $1.30, $1.40 on 50 shares on here, right? So this was the easy trade. If you're able to understand you have a limited amount of mental capital and try to focus yourself that you trade limited number of names, limited number of setups, you will actually profit a lot more. I mean, if I had this trade over this $30 level, ripping it to $6 on 200 shares, that's $1,200. You don't need a lot, right? And that's one of the reasons why I didn't really make much on LJPC. That's first mistake was got in too early, too fast, made some losses, bounced back into the green, made a mistake on OLED, looking for a breakout instead of a pullback. And then I had some quick profits on HTGM, which was pretty late profits. I should have entered a bit earlier, right? So trading a lot of names, you'd get drained on mental capital. Best case scenario is trade a name or two and try to enter the best trade possible, the best pattern possible. So just a bit of thoughts on that. Any questions, hit me up. And once again, guys, like the video. Please like and subscribe. Gonna make more for you guys. Have a good one.